Okay, what is up, my dudes? Today we will be weathering this Union Pacific coal car. And I'll be teaching you quick and easy steps on how to do it. But first, roll the intro. Let's go. Okay, so things you will need for this weathering video. You will need some, and this is just my personal choice, you'll need some Kylon acrylic coating. Though you could really use any acrylic coating. You'll need paint brushes. You will need weathering powder. You will need screwdrivers. Actually, not this screwdriver. You'll need this screwdriver. This is a magnetic screwdriver. And you'll need water, which I realize I don't have, but screw it. Alright, so first thing you're doing, you're taking off the trucks. And the trucks are these little things right here. These wheels right here on the bottom, those are called trucks. On this one in particular, it's a double-sided screw, which means I need to pull out a unconventional type of screwdriver. So you are going to take out this screw right here. Not really sure how well my camera's picking that up, but you will need to pull out those screws. Put your trucks to the side. You will not need these for your weathering video, or for your weathering, unless you plan on weathering them yourself, in which case, well, God so help you, because you're going to need to take off the wheels and put them back on. And second screw is out. We're putting these trucks to the side. Okay, we're just gonna leave those over there. So now I have these off. So next thing, I need to take out this. This is the coal piece that is inside the truck. And I'm actually not entirely sure how to get it out. I'm trying to pop it out. I don't remember how to though. There we go. Come on out. There we go. Oh, come on. I need to pop this out with my screwdriver. There we go. See this? Now, this is also going to be put to the side along your trucks. So, you're gonna have an empty coal car. What are you gonna do? Well, actually, because I am going to be a little bit annoyed about the trucks if I continue with this, not the trucks, the couplers, I am actually going to take these off. Same concept as with the trucks. You just need to take the screw out and the couplers will come right out. My recommendation, if you take out the couplers doing this, put on some KD couplers. They're all metal, much easier to use. KD is just the brand. I don't remember what it stands for, but anywho, boom, your coupler boxes are now off. Your couplers are now to the side, along with your coupler boxes. So now what? Well, I tell you what. Time for your acrylic coating. You're gonna pop the lid off this. And my recommendation for you, use some sort of gas mask while you're doing this. I'm not going to because my lungs have already been destroyed by this stuff. So, this will be your first coating of acrylic paint. Acrylic coating. Make sure not to use too much. You don't want it to be too glossy. Ooh. And as well, another little tip for you, put your gloves on, like I didn't just do. Well, it didn't come off, so I'm gonna put that like that, and another layer, just a little bit more. I'm gonna put it on this side. For the record, if you're doing this, do it outside. Because this stuff is not healthy to breathe. Okay, so your first coating of acrylic paint has been put on. So now, you will carefully, because you don't, even so I wouldn't do this on all cars because it can tear the paint off quite easily. In fact, I'm doing that a little bit right now because this stuff does not, and do this while it's wet, by the way, but you're gonna choose your powder for weathering. Me, I would go with soot for weathering coal cars in particular. So I've got this little thing right here. It's kind of like makeup powder. And for some reason it has turned my whites blue. Not the powder. The Krylon acrylic, that's interesting. Well, maybe I'll use rust color for this then. Yeah, you know what, we're gonna use rust color for this. So I need my thin brushes. In fact, you're gonna want your thinnest brush for this. Me personally, I'm gonna go with a very dark color for the rust. So, quick little tip for you when you're doing weathering is that most whites on any given car will start to deteriorate with time, so get those probably with the most weathering first. And even so that I am using rust, it's not really going to matter that much. The car's still going to look just as dirty. It's just going to look like there's been more dirt in here instead of coal. So. Yeah, this doesn't really work well on cars, so I'm going to leave it be. So, yeah, you've now successfully weathered your car. So now what? You got this here. Well, time for your second acrylic coating. I know we already did one, but that first one was to protect your paint. This one will be to seal down your weathering. You're probably going to lose a little bit. But also, this time, and I made this mistake earlier, you do it at much farther range. Because if you do it too close, you mess it up just a little bit. Now, you let it dry. Do not touch it until it is finished drying, because you will ruin the powder. I mean, just now I touched it and I've already got powder on my hands. So, let it dry. Okay, so your car is dry. Now what? Well, it's time for reassembly. I'll show you the finished product once I'm done. Yeah, so you got yourself a now weathered car. That is, oh, and make sure you don't put your trucks in too tight or else they won't swivel like they should. That is truck number 2. Now, for your final thing, if you have it, which most coal cars should come with, your fake coal top. that should just go right back in. No screws required. Boom. That is your weathered Union Pacific coal car. Nice job, guys. We did it. That is the Trainmaster signing off from the project bin. Peace.